Hello everybody, today I'm going to be going on to Flooded Valley and trying out some more Etienne and Moab Domination combinations. That rhymed, which is pretty cool. So there's Etienne and there's the Moab Domination. Pretty freaky funky as usual, but this time we're doing with a bit of a twist. Well, I mean, it's a pretty cool twist, I'd say, one that should be more common, I guess. And we're not going to be using any carrier flagship or any of that stuff. We're going to have all of our stuff on the side, no carrier flagship cheese whatsoever here today, so that's pretty cool. So it's just going to be really the power of Etienne and Moab Domination on Flooded Valley, which is pretty cool because the map is not really meant to be played like this. But when you can get stuff like this to work out, where you have everything on the side of the dam that is not flooded, then it just is awesome and it's so fun to play with. So we're going to start off by getting Etienne down here. I did two subs placed like this because I want to have one sub that's more optimally placed in the middle, which is going to be a 022, I think just 022, right? Yeah, just to beat those early game rounds so we can go into my Prince of Darkness. We're going to be using a Prince of Darkness for the cleanup and paired with Moab Domination to do like the single target damage and all that stuff. It's going to work out really, really well, and we should just need one Spike Storm for round 100. And then optimally we just get the rest of the cash spare. So not really going to be too many issues. Everything should just be pretty simple and pretty chill, and the range buff on Etienne of course is going to be really clutch here, not only for the Prince of Darkness because it's going to allow it to get like a bunch of more graveyard in, but also for the Moab Domination, so it can do Moab Domination stuff. On top of this, that sub for the early game also got the extra range, which is pretty cool. It's just 10%, so it's not like the biggest thing, but maybe that helped out with something. It allowed me to go straight for a Necromancer, and then for round 40 I used a very cool trick which I've done on Flooded Valley before, where I have the Necromancer shooting down on round 39 so that it can fill up a lot of graveyard, and then for round 40 you can just blast the thing with a ton of zombie balloons and it goes down just fine. I also have Etienne's drone swarm to help out too. But yeah, the Prince of Darkness is really strong on this map. It unfortunately doesn't like get all the time for its zombie balloons to use it all the pierce, but it works good enough. It can just destroy DDTs. It's so much fun, and yeah, definitely a great tower, and it's going to be a great combination to use here. So there's around 39 where I push the zombie balloons just to be down there, so then the graveyard can fill up, and then I have a whole bunch of cash spare to spend on round 40. Well, I guess it's not spare anymore because I spent it all, and we can just take out the Moab with a Necromancer, which is pretty neat. So we're gonna have that, and we're gonna push along and try to get the Prince of Darkness up as soon as possible. I am gonna have to take a little bit of a detour because I'm not really gonna be able to beat the Moabs in the mid game, and Moab press wouldn't really help out that much anyways because I also need cleanup. Really, we don't really have enough cleanup with just one Necromancer, so I go for a quick downdraft to be able to get my Necromancer up. It's not going to be doing a whole lot in the late game, and it's a bit of a cash waste, but I just have to get it or else I won't be able to get anything else. So unfortunately not like a perfect mid game here, but that's alright. We'll get the Prince of Darkness up, and then we're going to just be chilling until I get the Moab Domination, and then we can get some support and look at the late game. So going into the 80s here, we're just going to have the Prince of Darkness kind of just beat up everything. I'm going to grab an overclock, but I'm mostly going to be overclocking the Moab Domination just because it's more powerful, and I feel like I'm going to need more of that more often. And then around 100, I'm also going to have to overclock that too because I'm going to need to get a lot of round 100 damage off. Luckily, I will have a Spike Storm, which does a lot to round 100, so that's going to be able to just take the thing out. And with that, I get more basic support, just like, you know, primary training, Alec buff for the Moab Domination. We'll have the overclock too, and everything's just pretty chill. There wasn't really anything necessarily that hard in here. Around 98, 99, 100 went through just fine. Probably could even black border this if you spend just the rest of the cash spare. I was trying to get a little bit more cash spare, but unfortunately I wasn't able to really cut through. I think really that's mostly because that downdraft that I was forced to buy in the mid game really did take a lot. And the Prince of Darkness, it's not that expensive, but it still has some price tag to it, which bumped down what I could have potentially thought I would have gotten. In the end, I think this is still all right, and I just need to grab that Spike Storm, and then that's pretty much going to be it. So I'm going to grab that right there. That's going to be able to take out 100, and I also use that on round 97 because 97, out of all things, was a little bit tricky for me on this run. Wasn't like a big deal though. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll just leave you off there and enjoy the rest of the run. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!